EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. A first down throw for Cousins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up on the corner, Bradley Roby. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. After the interception, here's Watson. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's going to take a shot. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 55 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn. This is taken about 7 yards. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
They'll run for the first time with the former Bearcat, Mike Boone. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. Cousins now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Cousins on target to Diggs. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. And for Stephon Diggs, you know, people were wondering if his future in Minnesota might be a little uncertain, but he looked right at home in Week 6 against the Eagles. 167 yards, 3 touchdowns in that ball game. He was huge. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's Jaleel Adai who brings him down. To throw on 2nd and 6. Cousins throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
What we got? Shift.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, 26 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bailey got the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. On 2nd and 7, Watson. He's got Fuller. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Check. Watch 54. Watch the slant. You go tight. Tight to the score. Tight 31. Check.
From the 50, it's Watson. Open man, the tight end fails. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Miller with a first down and more. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 33 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. From the 25 on 2nd down, Cousins. And Diggs has it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Cousins now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. And this is Cook with the grab. And able to get him down, but he does has reached the 5. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's Everson Griffin who made the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Throwing on second down. Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's go.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Watson's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Watson and the offense going to come up first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Watson hands to Miller on the draw. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between second and 4 and second and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now second and 4.
Alert! Mike 55, Mike 55. And him go. Mike 55.
Watson now to throw. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Check. 24. 24. Mike 54. Mike 54. Hayward. Big end.
Out of the gun, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So on fourth down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. It's a 39-yard attempt right hash. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
On first and 10, Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 37 yards. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Second and 1.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that 24. Mike, 55. Right there. 31. Let's go. Hey, plus 24. Check 24.
To throw is Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Harrison Smith on the coverage.
Then this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Mike, 55. Check.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this of intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They keep it with Miller on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now on second and 13. Watson eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check hot route. Hot.
From the gun, here's Watson. Flush to his right. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Here's Watson throwing right, and that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the...
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Check. Watch 54. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Really good stop there by the end in this 4-3 defense.
And not just pass rushers anymore, are they? Those guys can use their hands, control the point of attack, shed those blockers, and go get those ball carriers.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You. 59.
A shotgun snap for Watson. It's complete. Stills. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Check. 55 to Mike. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Keep moving. Convert.
On first down, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And Stills bringing it in. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
He's coming.
To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. Well, we got a second. Let's look ahead to Week 7 and what's on the slate. Things start out Thursday night. Kansas City at Denver, divisional battle.
Suddenly an interesting game. Kansas City having lost their last two, and Denver now playing defense as we expected. But how about the NFL 100 game of the week? Oakland at Green Bay, a rematch of Super Bowl II.
Also, Stephon Diggs. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon as his guys are able to regain the lead. Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken near the 13. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken near the 13. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
54.
Throwing again is Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. He's got it with the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a short return to the 6-yard line. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing is Cousins. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. DJ Reader gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Third down. 3rd and 12.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Cousins. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Barkevius Mingo in that time on the tackle.
2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Cousins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Cousins again. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Whitney Merciless barreling in for the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins, he's going to go for a big play down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And this one will be brought back to the 22. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Squeeze, double.
Now Watson. Flushed out right. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fuller.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Break this set. 19. 54 touchdown.
He's back to throw. With a catch made by Hopkins. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. It's complete. It's Miller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Set. 19. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, D-line.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Set. 19. 54. Line 54. Watch 54. Line 59. Let's go.
Now it's Watson. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
48. General West.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Today's final score, Vikings 35, Texans 30.